So this is the Black Baron 2.1. As you can see, you kind of got a pulled in outline, so like a, you know, a little bit of a swallowtail, like a fishtail, and then yeah, just a fun all-round board, a bit pulled in, so it handles in those bigger waves. And if you turn around, you can see the outline is actually quite curved, you know, it's going like a little bit continuous in a sense. Running the MRs, they've felt the best. I'd only ride this as 2+1. There's bigger sets, but this is just a lull. Anyway, I'm using the GoPro for the first time. I do recommend this board. I'm not sure if I'm gonna take this one or the MR Super Twin 2+1 to Bali on my trip, but I've got to figure that out. Biggest first world problems in my life right now. I consider myself lucky. There you go. Alright, before the sets come, let's talk about the JS Black Baron. Now, you've got a thinner tail as a swallowtail, and it just allows you to be like quick and allows you to pivot off the back foot real easy. This board is actually a very back-footed board, but if you get a bit more front-footed, it doesn't feel like you're restricted too much, but you surf it way more off the back. Let's talk about concaves. Flip over the board real quick. There we go. So concave, you're running a single, and you got a bit of a double, nothing crazy. It's pretty much no double at all. Just go over the set quickly. I've been running the MRs. Oh, here's another wave, 1 second. Been running the MRs, it's a 2+1, and it's felt good with these fins, to be honest. Rails are like quite thin, like quite knifey, but they're packing a bit of foam forward towards the front, but not anything crazy. All right. So before the sets come, I want to explain this reverse concave. So JS say that it's shallow at both ends and it's deep through the middle of the board. And I'll tell you what this allows the board to do in a sec after the sets. Yeah, finally. So what this reverse concave allows the board to do, it allows it to bounce to the next section. So say you have a wave, you're on the wave for a while, most boards, if it gets a bit dead towards a section, they won't want to go to a kind of more powerful part of a wave or the next section over. That reverse concave just gets you to the next section with ease, so it definitely works in this board. I didn't like it so much with the Monster Box 2020, but with this board it does feel good. Look at those MRs, yeah. Lighting's getting a bit worse, I think, because they're a bit more shady, but that's all right. Man, it's good to be flexible and filming. Be a few waves. Rails, yeah, kind of low, bit of thinner rails, you know, knifey. Yeah, knifey kind of tail, which I like. I do like a knifey tail. I enjoy this board. It's a bit loose, and I think that's due to that reverse concave. MRs are a bit more of a raked kind of upright set. 2+1 I recommend. Even ride large AMs or performers or accelerators. If you're on futures, neutrals, T1s, power twins and FCS, so many options. JS, you really can't go wrong with fins. That's what I like about their boards. Oh yeah, so this is fun, and it's got that kind of wide point more forward, and yeah, the nose doesn't really catch, which is good. Ooh. That was weird. Definitely the JS Black Baron, it doesn't like a kind of wave that's too small, so you have to ride it 2 foot and above. That's what I'd recommend. This board in the tube is quite good. Haven't got some barreling waves, but yesterday out here was actually tubing the same beach break, and the board felt really good in the tube. And I got a couple tubes on this board, like little small to head high tubes, and it felt good. I would say you should probably ride this board in like kind of 2 to 5 foot waves. I wouldn't put it above that, unless it's like a point break. I could take it out in like a 6 foot point break, no problem, I reckon, with a bit of rolling and a bit of time. this board likes a bit of time before you get the board going, so the slower the wave at the start, the better. But yeah, it handles fast waves as well. It's just that's what I've experienced, just with the kind of lower rails and the reverse concave. That makes it a bit quicker, and it's also fins. I found the large AMs a bit too stiff, but they did feel good in moments. What I liked about this Black Baron 2.1 was it was super instantaneous, like kind of just hopped up. I remember the first wave was like a 1 to 2 foot beach break and the board just went, and that was good. Good to feel it from the get-go, you know, kind of gives you confidence. But had a few moments where it felt weird for a bit, but yeah, it just needs the right wave like most boards. Yeah, because I've noticed on some of the waves that are small, it just doesn't really want to go too much, to be honest. So it's actually kind of an all-rounder. I didn't expect it to be an all-rounder. I thought it would be more of just like a summer groveler. But you do need a bit of push behind you for the board to work. So just take note of that before you consider buying it.
Really, what? So weird. And that was soft. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's a carving trio, but yeah, couldn't concentrate. Oh my god, weird. Like, that's just bad. That's just weird. There we go. Well, my jaw's starting to get sore now. Gotta catch one more wave in. Here we go. Another day, another dollar. Let's finalize the Black Baron 2.1 in this review. Get a few waves, try at least.
look at this one. So trippy. God. Woo! I really like this Black Baron. No real complaints. Might take it to Indo. I'm thinking about it now. Just kind of works. That was pretty solid. That was like head high. Some of the steps were well overhead. But yeah, it still held. I mean, that was pretty impressive. Didn't feel out of place, didn't feel too twitchy or anything. Paddled like a dream as well. Nice, JS. Level wise, I'd have to say you would have to be like a kind of middle level intermediate surfer to an advanced surfer to ride the JS Black Baron 2.1. It's definitely not for a beginner or higher level beginner. If you want to go something in the JS category, they'll be good for a beginner or better. I'd recommend like the Big Baron or the what's the other one, the Sub-Zero. I've heard good things about that and it seems easy to ride. Also, you can set it up as like a 2+1 thruster as well. So you can also ride this as a basic twin. Sorry, got to get the lighting, but yeah, that's kind of the review of the Black Baron 2.1. I really like it. Do recommend it. I would just say if you're not into like kind of looser surfboards, like you don't like looseness, you want something to sit in the water more, go for a board with more medium rails, etc. You'll feel it'll benefit you. Anyway, I'm gonna go home. I've surfed too long, so see you later. That's the JS Black Baron 2.1 review.
Surfboard reviews.